Good morning, guys. It is day 2. This is our C day. We're pretty excited. We've got a couple of things going on this morning. Well, all day. We won't say this morning. I think we're going to maybe try the onboard coffee for breakfast. I don't know if we're going to have any food or not. Still on the fence about that. But we do have the escape room at 11:30. We have a specialty dining later today that is at 5. Yeah, 5. And then we've also got the go-karts later tonight at 7:30. So we are going to get this day going. I will say real quick that the bed was super nice to sleep on, so I was super happy about that. The room stayed pretty cool. We had it at the coolest setting with the fan. I was pretty comfortable all night. My husband was pretty comfortable all night. We didn't notice too much noise. We do sleep with earplugs, but at one point I did pull them out just to kind of see what the noise level was. I didn't notice much noise. I actually hear more noise in our condo at home. The walls there are thinner. So I was pretty happy with that overall. The room, again, is still very comfortable. And I think this is going to be a pretty good day. I'm not sure exactly everything we're going to do, but I will definitely bring you along as I can. And last night we also got to do 2 of the what do you call them? Kind of like game show or event trivia. It wasn't really trivia. So we participated in one game and it was yes or no. And so the idea is that you cannot say yes or no for 2 minutes. You cannot repeat the same answer. You cannot say yes or no with your head. And that was a lot of fun. It was super funny. I did get a clip of Zach doing that, so that was cute. Also, we did the majority rules. We also didn't win that either, but that was really funny. I highly recommend both of those things. They were super cute, super funny. I do recommend, because the venues in this ship are smaller, to get there a few minutes early. I think we were arriving about 20 minutes before start time and we had no problem getting a seat. However, there were still plenty of people trying to come in just before start, and there was standing room only, and some people couldn't even get in to stand. So any of these things that you are wanting to do, make sure you get there about 30 to 20 minutes early, and that kind of guarantees you a space inside the venue. We didn't have any problems yesterday getting drinks. However, I will say that if you were in a crowded bar, the service is a little slow, but just think, I can step out of here and I can go to another bar that's not popular right now, grab a drink and come back. So if you have a party, someone could hold your seat or table or whatever, and you could go get drinks at a less crowded bar and be out and back before you would actually get your bar service at, say, bar whatever you're at. So, things to know. Stay tuned. We will catch back up with you guys later. Alright, so we decided to have some breakfast here at the Hudson, and I'm gonna show you what we got. So we just finished breakfast. I would say that the house coffee is fine. We do like a medium to light roast. I think it's a medium, maybe slightly dark with enough cream and sugar, though it was fine. The Belgian waffle was a decent Belgian waffle. The eggs Benedict were excellent, and the salmon bagel was also really good. One thing we both noticed is that we do use the Splenda or the yellow packets for our sugar. and they didn't have many at the table. We had to ask multiple times, and I finally ended up having to get up and go get it myself so we could have some. So service was a little slow, but overall it was a pretty good breakfast this morning. Here's the clip of Zach playing the yes or no game from last night.
Like this gentleman.
How does this work here?
Well, you cannot say yes, you cannot say no, you cannot say nah or yeah. You cannot shake your head.
I don't think I'm going to be very good at this.
Don't worry. Let's try. What's your name?
What's your name?
My name is Bruno. But
Bruno,
I'm the
like
one.
Bruno Mars?
No. I'm the one interviewing here.
Do you dance like Bruno Mars?
Sometimes.
Let's see it.
Yes.
Let's see it. I want to see it. Go. Do it.
Give me a picture, baby. What is that?
I lost my wallet.
Oh no! So no then. So let's start again. I'm not the one on the game. I'm the one making the questions, not you. Good.
Why's that?
I can sit over there after.
How long have you been doing this?
1 minute and 30 seconds.
No, I mean, like, when did you get this job?
When did I get this job?
Yeah.
Was a long time ago. What do you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver most of the time.
Truck driver?
Yeah, driver, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, this is Mindy from The Edit and the Future. Ooh, the time warp. So anyway, I totally forgot to add in our initial tour on our embarkation day when we walked around the Play Pavilion or the Galaxy Pavilion or whatever it's called. Either way, I added it in for the footage here, and I will see you at the end of that to give you my review. This is the hallway going into the Galaxy Pavilion. We are checking out the Galaxy Pavilion. This place is super cool, giving me complete vibes of Star Wars, Star Trek, futuristic beautifulness. You can get passes per game, you can get passes by the hour, by the day, and for the whole entire week. So you can play to your heart's content. We will be checking this out later on our cruise for sure. Okay, so while this place looked super flippin' cool, right? Like, mind blown. That tunnel thing, I walked up and down it a couple of times because it was so freaking cool. I was like, oh, Star Wars, Star Trek, oh. We ended up playing, I think, our last day at sea. So I may mention it again then because that's when we actually did it, but I wanted to go ahead and give a review of it now because you just saw it, and I don't think I'll add that into the footage again. So make sure before you pay for anything that you ask what's working, what's not working, because initially we were told that some things were not fully working. So like that pickup truck thing, it used to move and it's not moving. But then the simulator part of it, when Zach was trying to do it, also did not function correctly. Another game that we had done, the screen wasn't quite right, but then the simulation movement was working, but it was kind of weird, didn't make much sense. Another game I tried to play wasn't working at all, and it was supposed to be working. all the little race cars were completely full. Like, everybody was just playing the race cars because that was the main thing that was working. So we didn't even get to try that. And then the one game that was working wasn't amazing. Oh. We ended up having to get our money back. It was a bit of a process to do that, though, because they were trying to give us a hard time about it, and we really pushed them, and so they did end up refunding us. We were only paying for an hour worth of play, but there wasn't anything that we could play for an hour, and it's $8 per game, and then I think it was like $35-ish to play for an hour per person. And I was just like, I'm not gonna be able to get my money's worth because more than half of the games weren't working. And the main two that were working, one was kind of lame, and the cool one was, there were several that were not working. So I think they had like 5 or 6 of those race car things. 2 of them already weren't working, and the other 4 kids were just staying in them. So it was really disappointing. So don't get your hopes up in thinking that that's gonna be like your go-to thing. However, I will say we really enjoyed the escape room. We got put in with a group of 4, so there's 6 per escape event. And I think that was like $15 each. So for $30, I think we got out of the room in about 45 minutes. That's not bad. We really enjoyed it. It was our first time doing an escape room. It was really cool. We did the magic theme. You couldn't really record it, but it was neat. I will also say, though, that it had some glitches. There's a section where you're supposed to put knives into one of those spinny wood boards, and they had magnets like in it, and one of them was missing the magnet, and so it wasn't unlocking the box that it was supposed to unlock when you put them all in the right place. So there was that. I don't know if that's like a common problem with escape rooms, like things not being quite right, but I was kind of bummed because like the ship's not even 6 months old yet, and it's like over half the arcade wasn't working, and our escape room already had like technical difficulties. But it was fun. I would do the escape room again because they had 2 versions. I would do the other version if I was to ever find myself back on the Prima again for some reason. So that's that. The race cars were fun. Zach ended up with the slowest car. He was not happy. He had talked to some other people about it like later on in the week, and there is just this one car that's like terribly slow, and they recommended complaining initially. Like, we should have probably complained, but we didn't think about it. And apparently if you complain, you can get another go around in a faster car. So keep that in mind. If you do it and you get one of the slow cars, just say, hey, I paid $15 to do this and you gave me the slowest car. Can I go again, or can I get my money back? And they have been typically just letting you run again. So we didn't get that, but apparently that's kind of the thing. So note for you guys for watching, if you get to go and that happens to you. It was really cool. We did it at night. I enjoyed it. I would pay to do it once per trip. I couldn't see paying to do it a lot because I don't think there was an all-day pass. And if there was, I missed it. But, $15 to do it once per person. It was pretty cool. And the mini golf, you're going to hear about that in just a minute. So there you go. If you have any questions or comments, your experiences with the game Pavilion, leave me a comment in the comment box below. Let me know some stuff. Ready? Okay, so Zach is getting ready to do the drop slide.
We can all go around and ask for it. Hands up.
So I'm doing this?
I don't think you can. It's just me alone. Hi guys. What floor does it got to? 8.
Yeah, just me. Okay.
We'll switch off. She'll come back up here and I'll say that.
Oh no, he got stuck. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't wait to hear how he felt about that. Okay, Zach, tell us about your experience on the drop slide.
Well, at first, I'm very afraid of heights, so at first it was scary. The countdown was pretty scary, but once it dropped, it was not scary at all. And I was disappointed in how much I had to scoot to slide down to finish the ride.
Yeah, I saw you got stuck like halfway in the clear part.
Yeah, it was not very slippery at all, and it was not fast at all. It was like a very slow ride.
Was it hard to scooch out?
Yeah, it was not as good as Royal Caribbean's dry slide.
Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, so here we are at our specialty dining, the Food Republic. I will be doing a separate video for all the details on that, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're getting ready to go to bed and call it a night for day 2. We have our first port day. We are going to Cozumel for the first time. We have a really fun shore excursion for tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Should be a good time. We had a pretty good day. We got to do the go-karts today. The go-karts were a lot of fun. They were like slow the first time around, I guess, to just kind of give you a feel for the track and the car. And then they picked up speed. The guy said they go up to about 22 miles per hour. It was fun. I don't know if I would pay to do it again, but it was fun. So, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, I say do it at least once and, you know, then make up your mind on your own. We also tried the mini golf, and the mini golf was horrible. The fun aspects of them weren't working. The lights weren't even all working, so we didn't even play all of the holes. So yeah, that whole thing. We won some trivia stuff today. We got a pack of cards, and I happen to know a random fun fact about the trivia host and won a bottle of champagne. Yay me. So that was a good time. We ate lots of food and we had dinner at the Food Republic. I highly recommend the Food Republic. I will be doing a separate video on that, so you can check that out and the full review of the Food Republic. So we're gonna wrap it up and call it a night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. And until the next time, guys, shake it out better.